Hey guys, this is Luke Mick here, and this is my review for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. So I was pretty excited for this movie. I had seen the original Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs way back in 2009 in theaters when it came out, and I've only seen it once, but I do remember really enjoying it. So going into this one, I was pretty excited and hoping that it could be as good as the first one, even though I don't really remember it. So, yeah, let's talk about it. So this movie picks up exactly where the first one left off, and this review is going to be structured a little differently. I'll tell you what I liked first, and then I'll tell you what I didn't like second. So things I did like about the movie. Visually, it is stunning. All of the CGI and all the special effects and animation is just so bright and colorful. Even the character models, sometimes I get a little picky with that. I really do love all the character models in this movie, and it just looked amazing. It was a beautiful looking animated feature film, alright? So, and you could probably tell by the trailers that it looks good, but it looks great. That's one thing that's a big plus for the movie. Another thing is that it can be pretty funny at times. A lot of it is more childish humor, for the little kids, but there is some pretty good adult humor in there, and there's just a bunch of random stuff happening, and I was just laughing because they're just so random. Sometimes I find randomness really funny in movies. So, it all had the funniness, but then some parts weren't really as funny, so that's kind of like a plus over there as well. And then the last thing I'm going to mention that I really liked about the movie is the characters. I do like Flint Lockwood and Sam and Baby Brent. All the characters from the first one I really do enjoy. Some of them felt maybe a little useless or underused in the movie, but it was still nice to see all of them back. I think a lot of them are funny, and yeah, I think they're a great group of characters. So that's another plus to the movie that really kept it going. But then, the things I didn't like. There are two new characters that I really didn't like. This monkey, or an ape, it's an ape, and then the scientist who Flint Lockwood has always looked up to. He's like his role model. They really didn't do it for me. I hated these characters. They were just annoying. I didn't like them at all. Their voices were just annoying me. Their attitudes about everything, I really just didn't like them. They're new characters. They weren't in the first one, but I really didn't like them. So the movie has mostly good characters, some pretty funny parts, and it looks great. But where this movie really falls short is the story. It doesn't work, and when it does, it's just very, very cliched. The cliched part, that scientist that I was talking about, that Flint Lockwood has always looked up to, and if this guy tells Flint to do anything, Flint will do it. But guess what? Right in the beginning of the movie, the guy turns around and says to his little monkey friend, "Yes, we have them on our side. Now we'll start our evil plan." And that just had me shaking my head. I got a big old, I don't even know. It's just the most cliched thing. You take the person that everyone looks up to, the big famous guy, and make him evil. And that really pissed me off. And it did it right at the beginning, and it did it in such a freaking blatant slap in the face way. Like, it literally turned around and said, "We're evil, and we're going to be evil for the rest of the movie." So that really annoyed me. And the story, it's just really random that for whatever reason they need Flint to go in there and to extract all the stuff and get the food machine. It was just a really bad story. I can't even explain it, and that really is unfortunate because I liked the first one quite a bit. But it's just, yeah, the story just did not work. And like I said, when it did, it was just really cliched. It just was not good at all. And that's the weakest part of the whole movie, and that's not a good part to have weak. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the direction it went. So that's my review for the movie. It did look really good. It had some funny, good jokes in there, and a lot of the characters are good, but the story is just awful and cliched. It really is bad. So I'm going to give the movie 2.5 out of 5 stars. There are good things about it, but overall, because of the story and the plot, 2.5. So, this is Luke Mick signing off. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.